Yeah, hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more pesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, don't make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, while I point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay.
Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Arizona Cardinals. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Mike 51. It's coming this way, here we go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Wilson. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 32 on the play.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
951. Ricky.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He gets this one to Garcon. Give him a couple of... The catch, it's 2nd and 8.
Complete to Pierre Garcon. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Switch. Check the backer.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Looking for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chris Conley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Check. Walk 54. Down to lose one. 36.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. A first down carry for Henry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage and hit clearings.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Geno Atkins make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Henry running right. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. This is Marlon Mack, 3rd-year running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. Allen going to go on 4th down. Going deep here for Stills. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 13. He was looking that time for Stills. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The 2nd-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. From the shotgun, Wilson. Flushed out right. And able to find Conley. And out across midfield down to the 45. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Now Wilson on the move to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On second down, it's Jones. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals! Ronald Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Kill. Regular. Check hot route.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Allen on 3rd down. Open man, it's Stocker. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First connection there of the afternoon for those 2, and it's good for a first down.
And the Steelers first down.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. And he used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. On 3rd down, Henry. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They do go for it. Here's Allen. And it is incomplete. The rookie from Michigan there defensively. That's Devin Bush making the play. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something?
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson, that's going to be caught by Kirk. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
I'll go special. 57. I know he ain't got it. 57.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And able to find Kirk complete. Wilson now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
SOS. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check. Alert.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. So after the INT, it's Allen. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run the screen with Mack. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They'll try the right side with Henry. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Allen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Middle. 54.
From the gun, it's Allen. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Looking to throw again on second down. Allen, and he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Check, watch 54.
Draw play. This is Henry. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Keep playing hard, fellas.
On second and 11 now. Allen. It's complete. Stills. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 38-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll wind up losing 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a second and long.
Line 54. Hey, defense.
Allen going to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
50 seconds to Mike. Kermit. Guys, slow down.
To throw again on second down. Wilson looking middle, and that's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Single.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence.
That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check three, check three, check three. Kill. Hey, turn it up. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Alert! Twist.
To throw again. Allen. And this will be incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Henry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now Allen to throw. To throw on 3rd down. And an alley to run. Accelerating, and off he goes. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh first. Allen now 9 of 17 through the air. Allen now looks to throw. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bud Dupree. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13. Sliding out of the pocket, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Touchdown, Cardinals! Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now as his guys continue to pour it on.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
This is fielded at the goal line. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. Pretty move. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Allen. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And Tate's got it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Allen, that's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Oh, Wilson going to throw. He's got the hook up with Conley. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. There's Wilson, and able to find Conley. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Again, Wilson. He sets up the screen to Jones. A good 1st down call as the screenplay gets him 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Wilson will throw again. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Russell Wilson now will bring his guys up to go for 2. Throwing again here, Wilson. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, Mike.
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 28. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown Cardinals. And that will write a finish to this ball game. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything.